Once upon a time, on the island of Medebems, Tippity Wicket was in the kitchen of her windmill house, decorating eggs for the next day's Easter egg hunt. Tippity loved to paint colorful patterns and pictures of her eggs. She liked to work slowly and carefully. She could have used magic and finished very quickly, but she enjoyed painting. Tippity was putting the last few red dots on a yellow and green egg when someone rang her doorbell. Tippity went to the front door and opened it, but no one was there. She looked all around and then returned to her kitchen. Frogwart was standing there, waving her hand over the Easter eggs. Tippity laughed because her tricky sister must have rung the bell and then slipped into the kitchen through the back door. She also guessed that Frogwart was doing something tricky to the eggs. "What are you up to, my rascally dear?" asked Tippity. "Whatever do you mean, Tibbs?" replied Frogwart. "I'm just putting a freshness spell on your pretty eggs so they won't go bad before the Easter egg hunt." Tippity said, "That's very kind of you, Froggy," but she knew she would have to figure out what Frogwart had really done. Five children were coming to her house tomorrow to hunt for eggs, and she didn't want them to be disappointed because of one of Frogwart's tricks. After Frogwart went home, Tippity had an idea. She looked outside and saw her neighbor, Mrs. Brady, planting flowers in her garden. Mrs. Brady's son, Jacob, was helping her. Tippity invited them to come to her house for lemonade. Jacob saw Tippity's Easter eggs. One egg looked like it had fallen out of the basket, and Jacob reached to pick it up. As soon as he touched it, the shell cracked open and a baby chick appeared. "Oh my!" cried Tippity. "Quick, Jacob! Let's take him to the hen house to his mom before he has time to study your face." They dashed outside, slipped and chicked into the house, and made sure that Tippity chickens named Greta could take care of it. Then Tippity explained, "Baby chicks think the first animal or person they see must be their mom. It's best if they see their real chicken mother, of course, because she will take care of them better than anyone else would." They went back inside to wash their hands and finish their lemonade. Tippity smiled. Now she knew that Frogwart had put a spell on the eggs to make them hatch when children touched them. She made a plan for the Easter egg hunt. The children and their families arrived at the next day for the Easter egg hunt. Frogwart came too. The hunt was going to be more exciting than anyone expected because of her trick. Tippity gathered all the children together and gave each one a little basket for a sheet of paper. Then she whispered some secret instructions in their ears. Frogwart wondered what Tippity was whispering and what was on the pieces of paper. "Everyone's ready?" asked Tippity. "Yes!" shouted the children. "Go!" said Tippity, and the children dashed around her flower garden, looking for eggs under the tulips, behind the roses, and among the hollyhocks. Frogwart watched eagerly, wanting her trickery to begin. Jacob found the first egg and shouted, "I found one!" But before he picked it up, he held the sheet of paper in front of his face. Then he touched the egg. It popped open, revealing a baby chick, as Frogwart and Tippity both knew it would. The chick looked up at the sheet of paper and said, "Chip, chip," which meant "Mama." And other children were finding eggs and holding their sheets of paper up the same way. And lots of little chicks were saying, "Chip, chip, chip, chip," all at the same time. Frogwart laughed at her great trick, but then she realized it wasn't working out the way she planned. All the children ran over to her, and all the little chicks followed them, scurrying the ways chicks do. The children were still holding the papers in front of their faces. The sheets of paper had holes in them for the children to see through. The sheets of paper were masks. The masks all looked like Frogwart. "Oh no!" cried Frogwart. "All the baby chicks think I am their mum." Now Tippity and the children and their families laughed as Frogwart tried to hurry away from the chicks, who followed her in a nice line, no matter what she said or went. Tippity handed Frogwart a bag of chicken feed and said, "You have some sweet babies, Froggy. I'm sure you'll be a great mum." Then Tippity announced that she had hidden some more eggs in the vegetable garden and that these wouldn't hatch. So the children were able to finish their Easter egg hunt, collecting pretty eggs that they could take home.